Hey everyone, this is John Ariza, and I just wanted to record a quick video and let you guys know about the book I have that's currently available in the Kindle bookstore. So I just threw together this little PowerPoint to kind of explain what the book's about, why I wrote it, and what's in it. So the book's called How to Create an E-Learning Course, and I'll go into a few reasons, quick reasons why I wrote the book in the first place. I have a blog, and in my blog, it's an e-learning related blog. I would get a lot of people who would ask me, how to create an e-learning course. They had no idea how to get started. So I started responding to them individually, and then after about 10, 15 different emails and kind of explaining stuff to people back and forth, I was thinking, you know what, let me write this stuff down. And as I started to write it down, it started to look like it would have enough content to create a book. So that's where the book came from. And also, I wanted to use it as an easy to follow method that anyone could use to create e-learning. So e-learning has been around, it's been around a little while, but it's gaining in popularity now. So people want to learn how to create it. They want to know, they want to know if you have to go to school to do it, which you don't have to. They want to know, is it easy to pick up? Is it really difficult? Is it something they should even try? So with this book, anyone who can use PowerPoint is going to be able to create an e-learning course effectively. Now, let me get to the content of the book. Before I actually, I could have easily just written a book about this is how you make an e-learning course, starting with how to use the tool to make it. But I thought it was really important to also cover several other things that I think a lot of e-learning books don't cover. The first thing I wanted to cover was the subject of adult learning. Adults learn much differently than children, and a lot of times people forget that most of these e-learning courses they're creating are actually for adults. One of the good things about adults is that they bring a lot of past experience with them, and that means that you as a developer don't have to, recreate the wheel. You can leverage their experience and basically just focus on things that are important to them in the job. You don't have to explain everything, is what I mean. And one of the drawbacks to that is, yeah, they do come with all this experience, but they also come with habits. So e-learning, you also have to know how to address these people's habits. They may have been doing something the same way for 20 years. And so you also have to kind of deal with that as well. So it's important that I covered adult learning. Then next I covered instructional design. And a lot of people have no idea what instructional design is, and that's fine because I didn't either before I started doing this. Instructional design is basically a blueprint for arranging your content in your course. You don't just dump all the content in, or if someone wants you to convert a book into an e-learning course, you don't just start cutting and pasting. You really have to look at how to arrange the content so that it's going to impact the learner the best. So you really have to figure out, okay, what kind of activities am I going to put in here? How am I going to keep the person engaged? How am I going to make this course not be a page turner, basically them clicking the next button and not learning anything? So that's what the instructional design part covers. Then storyboarding that's a term that's used in animation. Basically what it is, using PowerPoint to mock up your e-learning course, and that way you can arrange the content, and also you can send it to your subject matter expert or your client, whoever it is, so they can approve it before you begin actually designing the course. So that's important. And then we look at stock photos. Stock photos are very important to an e-learning course. I know in PowerPoint there's a lot of clip art, in Word there's a lot of clip art, cartoony looking clip art that you can use, but I recommend against that because it makes your courses look cartoony and it makes them look very not professional. So there's actually one very good website that it's called iStock Photo that you can get some great clip art from, and it's not that expensive. And then the final thing that I'll cover is the actual rapid e-learning tool. And what a rapid e-learning tool, you've probably heard this term, it's a tool that allows you to create e-learning rapidly. And the great thing about it is that most of these tools, you don't have to have any kind of programming experience. You don't have to be a computer whiz. Basically, the tool that I am using is an add-in to PowerPoint. So you add it into PowerPoint and you can create everything from PowerPoint. All your e-learning course is in PowerPoint. That's all you need. So it's really easy. So actually I go in detail. I have a lot of screenshots. And then in addition, I was thinking, okay, I like the screenshots, I like the book, but I didn't think it was enough. So inside of the pages, there's a link to a free video tutorial library. The video tutorial library is probably about, I think it's right now 8 or 9, I'm still adding to it, tutorials that just basically go through everything I went through in the book. So, you know, I'm taking screenshots and I'm basically recording my screen and talking as I'm going through this tool, telling you how to do things. So I think this helps a lot, because some people just learn better. If you've looked at lynda.com or anything like that, you see the videos. I mean, that's kind of the rage now, is people want to see it done. They don't want to read about it. So I decided to include that as well. And then one last thing, with the purchase of this book, so not only do you get the book, you get the video tutorials, you also get a free Photoshop book I created. And this link is also within the pages of the ebook, of the Kindle book. Basically what this is, it's Photoshop Basics. I call it the no frills approach for learning Photoshop fundamentals. And the cool thing about this book is that it's not a book for your Kindle, it's actually for your computer. So you download a PDF, but it's an interactive PDF. It has videos. So basically, I write out the steps to perform, let's say, create a drop shadow. I'll write out the steps, and then right below it there's a video where you actually see me performing the steps. So it's a pretty cool deal, and I sell it outside of here for about $10, $9.95. So this is a really good deal that you're going to get. And so to conclude, just wanted to say, you know, if you want to purchase the book, you can visit the Kindle bookstore at Amazon.com. It's How to Create an E-Learning Course by John Araiza, and there's also a link at the bottom of this video that you can get to it directly from there. And while you're at it, I have a few other books available, e-learning related. One's 45 e-learning tips and tricks, and that's just basically me just giving you every tip and trick that I've picked up in the last 12 years of developing e-learning. It's really short and easy to follow. And then 26 things I wish someone would have told me about e-learning. It's basically part 2 to 45 e-learning tips and tricks, but it's a little bit different stuff that was not mentioned in the first book. And it's a little bit shorter, and that's cheaper. That's only 99 cents. So I would appreciate it if you purchase the book, if you would leave some comments or reviews on the Amazon website. That would be great. And I will be recording a few more of these later on, so I will talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.